Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli back with another review video, and yes, finally and at long last, after, the show, wrapping up and all episodes out and watching all of them, of course, and now I'm finally reviewing this, and yeah, I'm not doing this time I'm not doing a 3-parter review of this, just kind of change it up a little bit, just kind of, So that's right. I am finally reviewing on Disney Plus the new MCU show, the limited Disney Plus MCU series. You get my point. That's right. I'm reviewing Moon Knight. Yeah, man, Moon Knight was actually an interesting new addition to the MCU, and for it being a series. I read about the history of the making, of Moon Knight. It was talked about for many years, and in fact, I think as I recall, at one point, I guess it was gonna be a movie, but then it was changed to a limited series. But I mean, let's face it, Oscar Isaacs, who is the main star of this, he's a movie star too, so whether if this was a movie or not, I don't know. It could have been good as a movie, it could have worked, but it still works as a series. Either one would have worked, either a movie or a series. Oscar Isaac, who is the main star of this, and his character, or should I say two characters, because sometimes one would appear and the other one would, because of the voice and personality, would one from the other, back and forth and so on. So I'm trying to, give me a sec, I'm just trying to get to the cast, I gotta go to IMDb. Let me see, how do I, okay, well, here we go. So, okay, yeah. So Oscar Isaacs, he, of course, plays the roles of Mark Spector and Stephen Grant. As I recall, yeah, Mark is the American one, while Stephen is the British one. In fact, yeah, because of the hero, the hero, going by the hero names, Mark is Moon Knight, while Stephen Grant is Mr. Knight. So yeah, in fact, the wardrobing and costumes are, of course, different, Moon Knight has the cape and hood and so on, the cloak, whatever, while Mr. Knight actually has, a suit on, tuxedo or whatever, that's white. Some of the other cast of characters: Ethan Hawke is Arthur Harrow, the main villain of this. Yeah, Ethan Hawke, yeah. And lovely, talented actress May Calmaway, I think I said her last name right, who plays Layla El Faluli. I don't know, but I'm just gonna say Layla. I think, yeah, Layla is the wife of Mark, yeah. And some of the other characters, there was, of course, one character, this is him. The late Gaspard Ulil. I'm not saying his last name right, no. But Gaspard, the late Gaspard, as we all heard, even a month before this came out, I think maybe 2 months before the movie came out, the series came out, he sadly died from a skiing accident, and I didn't see this. I need to go back and look. An episode of Moon Knight did pay tribute to him, and his character, of course, is Anton Magart, but also his alter name of Ego, of course, is Midnight Man. Of course, Midnight Man is a villain, so yeah. And some of the other cast of characters, there was this woman, who's Steven's boss at this Egyptian store, museum. Donna, played by Lucy Thackeray. No, I'm not saying that last name right. God, I just sometimes have trouble. Bear with me. I sometimes have trouble pronouncing last names or whatever. Also, another good actor in this, the great F. Murray Abraham, who voices Khonshu. Yeah, I said that right. Yeah, Khonshu. He was a pretty good character, and I was happy to where I read this that F. Murray Abraham, he's still open to continue voicing Khonshu, and yeah, and oh, I didn't see this. I didn't see this. Like the Khonshu performer was Karim El Hakam. Huh, that's interesting. Like I guess like a bit similar to say with Sean Gunn, like when he was like the like stand-in for Rocket, So probably that. So and yeah, because the whole thing of Moon Knight, because it is about Egyptian stuff and so on, and yeah, the description of this. Stephen Grant and mercenary Mark Spector investigate the mysteries of the Egyptian gods from inside the same body. Yeah. Some of the stuff that, yeah, I recall, because, yeah, sometimes, especially with Stephen or Mark, well, both of them, sometimes they would black out, and it just, like, their eyes, and then something like, and then when they'd wake up, like, basically, those around him were killed, because of his doing. And like, I remember, like, Stephen had this goldfish, I think, he lost a fin, and also, oh yeah, there is some pretty emotional stuff, too, but of course, like with Marvel and especially the MCU, it has its funny moments. Like, I remember, like, in the third to last episode, we had the appearance of a hippo-like Egyptian god or something, in the form of a hippo. And there was one who was an evil, like, Egyptian god, like, and it was I think it was a crocodile. And also the backstory of, say, Mark, very emotional because of his, of his family, like, his mom basically, yeah, his mom, Wendy, is that right? I believe so, yeah. Because, Mark and his younger brother were in an accident, and, and after the death of his little brother, his mother basically took it out on him, like it was saying that it was his fault, and oh my gosh, that is horrible. Even my mom and I watching this show, we were like, yeah, she was agreeing too, about how his mother was treating him. But not only that, of course, like, yeah, that's right, Wendy Spector, played by Fernanda Andrea, I think I got that right, yeah. And, yeah, Mark's little brother, Randall Spector, yeah. And young Mark was played by Carlos S. Sanchez. Yeah, I got that right. And who was the father again? I think it was this guy, yeah. Actor by the name of Ray Lucas was Ellis Spector, and I think he was trying his best to get his wife to feel better and get her the treatment, and it took him long enough to do that. To even say when teenage Mark, he said that to his dad, like now he did that, and so on. And again, some emotional stuff, as I said, from that when up to, like, say, the third to last episode I meant, right before the episode ends, Mark actually does get shot. And especially it gets emotional for, say, Layla, because, last thing she did, like, right before he got shot, was she was yelling at him, basically, very mad at him, because something to do with her father, and that was, obviously she definitely regretted that. Like, the last thing she would say to Mark, for now was, she yelled at him, so took her anger out on him. And also, like, yeah, so, and of course, there was, like, I mean, I was, like, really focused a lot on, say, what was going on with Mark and Steven, and I guess, I don't know, I mean, not that much, say, with the appearance of their alter, like, egos, Moon Knight and Mr. Moon Knight, and did I get that right, Mr. Moon Knight? Yeah. Anyways, but that is until, of course, the final episode. We get a lot of action going on, basically. You know, it's where the climax happens, and, you know, Khonshu taking on against the the godlike, Egyptian, like, you know, an alligator form, basically, and, you know, even Layla becoming an Egyptian hero too. She's like, you know, got wings and like, you know, golden wings and so on. That is pretty cool. And yeah. So yeah, Mr. Knight. I'm sorry, Mr. Knight. So, and it was I like that one moment in the final episode where, you know, like, you know, Layla saves this one girl, like this one little girl, and she asks her in like Egyptian language, you know, are you a Egyptian superhero? And, you know, her Layla says, yeah. So, you know, the ending to it was very interesting. Like, okay, in the last two episodes, you know, the third and second to last, like, Mark and Steven, they're in like this hospital, especially like say after they got shot. Like, I guess they're in their version of heaven or something, and you know, of course, you know, they come back to life, and even at say at one point when you know, Arthur Harrow is defeated, but, you know, doesn't get killed, you know, that can be Khonshu's business doing that, you know, and the last thing that happens, well, you know, Steven is back in his apartment, like, okay, we don't, there's no, like, say, like a real happy ending or anything like that, as I recall. Like, what happened to, say, like, we hear Mark's voice, but what happened to, say, Layla? Like, where is she? And, like, does Mark and Layla have a happy ending? Like, they're together? I guess, I don't know. But, and one end credit scene, in which being in the final episode, you know, Arthur Harrow, he's in a hospital, but then he gets taken away. He's in this, you know, Lamborghini or something like that, and he once again meets Khonshu, who's in this suit, and Oscar Isaacs has another role in this, you know, quick small appearance as Jake Lockley. Yeah, Jake Lockley, who appears in this, and he kills Arthur, and yeah, that's how the show ends. Wow. And it's really a shame because you know, this is a mini-series. Shouldn't there be more of Moon Knight? You know, come on. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. You know, you never know, and I'm sure as though, you know what, this can't be the end of, say, the characters that we've come to like in this show, without a doubt. So, anyways, yeah, so Moon Knight, it was a really good, limited MCU series on Disney+, definitely. And I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 for sure. And what about you guys? What did you think of Moon Knight? And what you thought of my review? Leave comments and give this review a like as always. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Moon Knight. More reviews coming your way, on the weekends, of course. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward. And I'll see you guys in the next video/review. Take care. Peace out, and Avengers Assemble.